I'm Yvonne Ashton, and welcome to our July 7th Mornings with Mayesh. Charity joined me today to chat about all the exciting things that we have going on over at Mayesh. We have new products, new website features, new video series, and even new online buying tool that we are testing right now that we want to tell everyone about. So learn about all these really great things that we have going on in today's episode. We have so much to talk about. We're going to get right into it. Be sure to stay tuned for our next show and keep on sending in your floral questions. All right, so we're gonna get started, guys. Thank you for hanging in with us while we're dealing with the technical issues. The first thing I wanted to talk about is our very brand new video series launched last week. It's called The Beautiful People of the Flower Industry. Val McNichols from our Carlsbad branch came with us about this idea that she wanted to do. And it was just really exciting. She's already lined up a whole bunch of different interviews with a bunch of different people. And so we're just really excited. Our very first episode is with Drew Rios of Rogue and Fox Floral Company. And we're just really excited to share her story and everyone else's stories as much as we can. So I just wanted to invite you guys to check that out. I'm going to put the link in the comments for you guys, and also invite you guys, if you're interested in being interviewed, to let me know. So just reply to the emails that I send out. It's my email address, in case you want to know it, is yashton@mayesh.com. And pretty much if you reply to any of the emails that you get from corporate Mayesh, that's me. A lot of times it's from my actual email address. Or if you want to go to our website and fill out the contact form, or just message us on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, we are there. And we definitely want to, again, interview and tell your guys' story. So fun, sweet, short interviews, just talking about your flower story, what's going on, any challenges that you are facing, that you have faced, any kind of new things that you guys got going on. We want to help share those stories. So very excited to share those news with you guys. So I'm going to put the links in the comments for you guys. While I'm doing that, Charity, we have so many cool new things happening also over at Mayesh.com. You want to talk a little bit about that? And I'm gonna again start posting some things, and then I'll also bring up my screen. I have a screen to share so we can go over to the website so you guys can see that too, which will be good. So yeah, we got the blogs. Charity talked about the educational downloads, the garland guide. Yeah, last 5-7 minutes. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's because I have so many buttons. Maybe I hit the wrong thing. I have like a button on my mic, a button on my phone, a button on my computer, button on Charity stuff. All right, now everyone can hear us. Yay! All right, good. So Charity talked a little bit about the blog. That's what we talked about, the blog. She talked about the educational downloads, because they really are a great resource. And just on that page right now, guys can see the garland guide, and you see here, Remy, I'm trying to make him quiet, but I'm not having a good luck with that. We have the garland guide, the reliable products, the flower care guide, rose care guide, availability, just lots of really great stuff. I think you guys heard me talking about like the hydrangea and all the new products on Mayesh.com. I do want to circle back to Mayesh.com a little bit, Charity, and also can you just talk about, I think now there's longer shopping times, is that right? When we first launched it, I think it was 30 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, previously it was 45 minutes, Yvonne, and we've increased that time clock now to 1 hour. So that way customers can have a little bit more time deciding what product is going to be best for their purchase order. And, you can go ahead and watch the time clock and make sure that you don't exceed the hour. But we definitely did increase that time limit for you to shop.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. And I think customers asked for that. And so just another example of, if you guys go on our website and you see something, you're like, oh, that's really great, but I wish, I had more time, or I wish it worked this way, or I wish, just let us know. So that way, just give us feedback. We're always looking for feedback to make the customer experience better for you guys. That's 100%, for sure.
100%. Thank you, Yvonne.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm kind of shooting in the dark here because I'm not able to see your screen. But, getting registered is really quite simple. On our homepage, there is a register button. As a customer of Mayesh or a new customer of Mayesh, you can simply put your information in here, and we can, behind the scenes, make sure that we're pointing you in the right direction, getting you the passwords to get into the system and utilize it. and getting you connected with a sales rep that can also answer any questions that you have.
Yeah.
And then if we want to go ahead and go into Flower Library here for a couple of minutes, Yvonne, I'd love to show our viewers the Flower Library.
Yes, me too. This is like one of my favorite things. And I talk about this a lot because we've been taking pictures for it. This is like a beast. It's going to be a project that literally will like probably outlive all of us at Mayesh.
Well, because products are ever changing, right? It's
yes.
always, coming and going, and new and exciting things always need to be downloaded to the website to be as accurate as possible. We always strive for that. I think it would be silly to say we're 100% accurate, but this is really truly based on previous year's history. And so your sales reps are always very knowledgeable as well. And if there's anything that you've requested for off of our Flower Library for a quote, and we feel like it's borderline on the availability of possibly going out of season a little bit earlier than what the farmers expected, we will always be sure to communicate to you. But overall, like Yvonne said, there's been a big, huge team behind the e-commerce education here, and all of the photos and the downloads and everything for the ultimate visual shopping experience. I remember just so many years ago shopping off of a black and white price list and not really feeling inspired by it. We still oftentimes get farms to send us, just a black and white price list. And we always encourage them to send us photos because we'll buy so much more if we know what it looks like.
Exactly.
So we are definitely there in the cutting edge aspect of what we do. And this website really shows you that. So in the Flower Library, you're going to be able to get engaged with the photos, and you're also going to be able to get engaged with seasonality and color palettes. And so this to me is just really an awesome tool to shortcut finding out what's going to be best for your upcoming event or even shop order. So I'd love to walk you through this real quick. And Yvonne, I just want to, again, I can't see your screen. I want to make sure that we show the viewers that there's two different ways to really view this inventory. You can do it by the list view, which typically will speed up your browser a little bit because it's not thinking as hard with such large photographs.
Right.
Next to that is the grid view, and there are some people that prefer the grid view because they do want the larger images. So we recommend that you just find what's most comfortable for you, but both of those options are definitely available to you. And so let's go ahead and click back to list view so that we can be in a little bit more of a format that we can see more on one page. The next little trick and tip on this page in the show box, if you see there originally the count would be 16. If you increase the items that you want the website to show you in one screen without page flipping, go ahead and select 100. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you way, way, way more options to see everything at once.
Right. And I just wanted to put it out there that like mine, I had it at 100. And so it kind of remembers that that's what you selected. So next time you go back in, it should be 100. So you don't have to keep on switching back and forth.
And I do like that about the website, that it does save the settings that you last had. So if you find that you do want to go back and do a different setting, you're more than welcome to go ahead and click another button and do that. But the system will remember your last activity in settings.
Yep.
Next thing here is what I really enjoy is being able to select the calendar date. And so, Yvonne, if you'll show our viewers the calendar, let's assume that we had an event coming up in August. Let's say our event is August 15th, and we're looking to see what's available in August for a particular event date and a particular color palette. If you notice here, the system already automatically filtered all the flowers from previous history of what's available during that time frame of our event. So this is what you would call kind of the mega menu. This is the one that doesn't have any indication as to what color palette or anything other than the particular date you're asking for. And so if you want to really feel inspired and you're not really at that point of color palette yet, review through here, check it all out, and figure out what's going to be best for your event. But I'd love to go through a scenario with you guys, just assuming that we have a certain color palette that we're going for. So in the color bubbles over on the left-hand side of the page, you can simply hover over the bubbles and select multiple colors. And let's make it easy on ourselves and go ahead and click the first row of colors, which is going to be red, burgundy, pink, peach, and orange.
So you're doing that off memory, huh?
Yes, I am.
every single day.
You know, in full disclosure, sometimes I feel like a robot.
All right, so I selected all the colors in the first row. I love it. You're great.
And so what that did was that just auto filtered all of the flowers available during that event date from previous past Mayesh history. And so that's going to show you all of the regions that we carry. So that's flowers from all of our vendors all around the world, really narrowing things down for you. And so now you can go through and simply point and click in the section of where the quantity or unit type is. We'll go ahead and do the drop down bar there. I personally really like to suggest to customers to utilize the stem, not the bunch or the box. And the reason why I say that is because typically there's usually a uniformed stem or bunch count across the board on flowers, but sometimes it can vary depending on new vendors we're working with, or whether or not it's coming from New Zealand or California, or where that product would be coming from for that time of year. So I would just suggest collect stem and then give us your ideal stem count. If you were to say you needed 58 stems, as wholesalers, we're going to round you up to the nearest wholesale bunch, which would be 60 stems in some cases. And then you just go ahead and simply click quotes. And once you're ready to go ahead and submit your entire quote order, what happens is when you're logged in as a user and as a customer, the information that you put into the system in this quote function is going to automatically send you a copy of the quote, and it's going to send your allocated sales rep a copy of the quote. And then at that point, your sales rep is going to identify exactly what all of your needs are on the quote. And our ideal time frame to get back to you is within 24 to 48 hours. If you haven't heard from us within that 48-hour window, always please feel free to reach out, because it is definitely our priority to get you the pricing that you're looking for. And we want to make sure that you're getting timely responses and can reply back to your customers quickly as well. So that is also, a very, very, one of the things I'm really, really privileged to be is on the front end of the sales aspect of this e-commerce program. And I can tell you the oohs and ahs are really happening during the portion of the flower library, because for so many years we would go to Google and try to search or call your sales rep, and your sales rep would then call a Mayesh buyer to really try to identify whether or not Blushing Bride Protea is available during this time frame. So now we hope that this can be a little bit of a shortcut for you. If you're comfortable with the e-commerce experience, try it and use it, because it's really going to save you a lot of time.
Yes.
We love and utilize our sales reps every single day. We don't want to in any way give the image that we're not wanting customers to go in the route that they're most comfortable. This is an added value to Mayesh. This is an added experience if you're more of an online user, to have this at your fingertips. So just another buying tool in the tool belt.
Yeah, I love it. And while we're in here too, I would love to just jump in and say, like, when you click on the actual product and go to the product page, you'll also see that you can, we have reviews. We don't have reviews on everything, but people have started to put in reviews. And so, yeah, you can submit your own review on this product if you want. You can give it, you click on the page, you scroll down, there's a little reviews tab, if you guys see that there. And then you click the stars and you can write in something and you click submit. And then it goes to the e-commerce team, and then it goes up on our website. So it's just a really cool and fun thing to do, and again, to like interact with our community and just share your feedback on our products. Charity mentioned the wish list too. And so like you'll see the hearts like when you're shopping or in the flower library. We try to make it very uniform across everything. But again, you'll see that here. You click on the little heart and it says it's been added to your wish list. And do you want to talk how that works too, Charity?
Absolutely, Yvonne. This is one of the exciting new features of e-commerce that you mentioned in the beginning of the show. And what that does is by clicking that, say that particular item is your absolute favorite and you always want to know when it comes into inventory, simply go in there and click that wish list button. And what it'll do is the system will automatically send you an email to the email that you're registered with Mayesh at, alerting you that that product is now in inventory, and you would be able to go in and purchase it. So
yes.
This is another section where we get a lot of the oohs and the ahs, because there's a lot of people out there that love their combo roses, their toffee roses, ranunculus, peonies, there's all kinds of really fun things. And one of the things, Yvonne, I know you just mentioned about Brian and our purchasing team sourcing some new and fun tropical foliages for our online inventory. I think we sold out in 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. It was
Yes.
a really, really awesome item. It's the diversity of the foliages that were really, really, I think, important to a lot of the customers. And there was so much texture, and the price was right. And so if you loved that box, click it on your wish list. And so next time it comes in, be the first customer to jump in there before we sell out and grab it. And that's what that wish list function is for.
Yeah. And so I just want to bring your attention to the screen again. So you'll see like how I added the protea, the blushing bride protea that Charity had mentioned before. And then there's a little box that says notify, because we want to give you a chance to, like, if you don't want to get notifications on certain things, but you still want it like in your favorite wish list, just to kind of keep track, you can have that there, but then you just need to click the little box so that way you can be notified if and when it shows up in the Mayesh Truck box lots, or once we roll out other things, other shopping tools, which we'll talk a little bit more about soon as well. That way, if they show up anywhere to be sold online at Mayesh.com, you'll get notified. So again, just a really great, cool tool.
Another thing too, Yvonne, that we just added on there as well is the calendar availability below the image. That's going to give you a better idea as to when a particular product is available and when it seems to be a little bit more off crop. So that is also another added benefit to our webpage, and we're all pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so you can see that along the bottom of the screen. That's like next to the reviews tab. It's the default view when you go first into the product page. And so, yes, we talked about the reviews, the wish list, the calendar, but also like if it is available to shop online, you can do that there, or you can even add it to your quote from that page as well. So just a lot of really great things from these product pages.
Okay. The other thing we can do too on the flower library as well is you can search by color, you can search by date, or you can search by category. If you know that you just wanted to see if tulips were available, you can simply scroll down to tulips, put the parameter of your date in which you want to know if tulips are available, and simply click that one item. There's also a short search there if you wanted to type that in there as well. Poppies, are they available in December? Those types of things. So we've really got a lot of things on this flower library to empower our customers, and we hope you really, really enjoy the experience there. And as always, like I said, we're big advocates of feedback. So if you would like any feedback, always let us know how we can improve this page for you. And our e-commerce support team is always available at any time to answer any questions, and don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Yeah, and one other thing I wanted to add on too real quick is, so when you first go into the flower library, it defaults to whatever the month is right now. But if you wanted to see everything, you could just click this little entire library box, and then it will bring up everything that we have in all of our library, just regardless of month or availability, that type of thing. And I do have questions, Charity, on the availability on the flower library, it looks like. Some of you guys are being little smarty pants. So someone said, Penny says, is there an unavailability chart to go with it? That's a good one, Penny.
Well, to be honest with you, there kind of is. If you put the search bar and ask for it during that time frame and it doesn't populate, that's going to tell you that it's most likely not available during that time.
Yes, exactly. And
but an entire list would be another set of challenges for us, right, Yvonne?
Right. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Penny, I don't know if I can do that, girl. And Penny is one of our viewers that's with us all the time. We love her, and she's super helpful with everyone.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question, Penny.
This is just a general question too from Penny. It says, in recovery from the current fund that we're in, are there any flowers that aren't available? I know that there are some issues. Do you know anything off the top of your head, Charity, that we're having issues with?
To be honest with you, I think it's a little bit more of what makes sense logistically. I feel like there are, you know, again, I'm not an expert buyer. I don't really represent the buying team, but I definitely do represent customer interaction and sales. And I find now that when I'm requesting particular products, it certainly does seem like the availability is starting to open up more and more. You know, there are always going to be farms that have had, you know, some situations with growing patterns and things that no longer can be profitable for them. But overall, I'm really starting to find that our fill rates are much higher when filling orders, and we're really starting to feel a little bit more of a recovery in flower availability. But again, it is day by day, minute by minute. And so continue to just keep watching Yvonne's blogs, keep communicating to your customers. And if you've got a question, don't hesitate to reach out and ask it, because I'm fairly certain we can get the answers for you.
Perfect. Love it. I feel like any other flower library questions, guys, let us know and I can add them to the show notes. But we're gonna move on now and talk a little bit, I think, about the product planner.
Okay, perfect. So the product planner is something that we've put together for our customers to really stay organized. Yvonne, you have a lot of experience out there with, you know, Stem Counter and Curate. I find that this program here in the product planner is a little bit kind of like that. It's a way to put together flower recipes and have it be, you know, if you've got your bridal bouquet and you want 3 stems of one particular item and 4 stems of another particular item, you can go ahead and create your recipes through this program. And what it's going to do is it's also going to send you a copy of the product planner, and it's going to send your sales rep a copy. And the first thing that we really like to do is engage with the customer once we receive one of these and ask kind of the first question as to, were you just kind of using the program to familiarize yourself with it, or are you actually looking for a price quote? And so once we identify that this is actually an order that a customer is looking to place and would like to receive pricing, that's when you'll hear back from your sales rep with pricing based on the overall quantity that you're looking for. And for us, at the end, once the order is submitted, it will do a final tally of exactly how many bunches you're looking for flowers at the bottom of your product planner when you do receive it, once you've completed everything on the screen. Yvonne, do you have any more that you'd like to add to that? Product planner is something that I feel like is definitely something unique to ones that really, really like spreadsheets and really like to organize themselves that way.
Yeah, no, I think this tool is really great, guys, and I'm kind of just doing a little dummy one while we're talking so that we can kind of see how it works. But I think Charity brought up like Curate and things like that. Curate does a ton of things. They do recipe building, and it's a little bit, I feel like, smarter than ours, but definitely if you're looking to try to do like recipe building and see how that works, this like will also help you kind of control your expenses and things like that. So just try it out and check it out. Curate those, definitely like one of our flower friends, and we love what they do too. So it's a lot more than the recipe building. They also have like kind of like the CRM piece of it, proposals, even like to tie in with your accounting and all of that. But definitely give this a try. And again, it's just another great way of being able to communicate with your rep on like what you're looking for. So you'll see like here that I added in kind of, I'm making a bouquet of Astilbe, carnations, and foxglove. Don't judge me. I'm just literally picking random things, guys. So you'll see there, and now I'm going to add like a centerpiece. So you can like add an item. And then like if you put in your centerpiece and you can name it, and again, I'm just selecting blush and then just picking a bunch of things that like pop up into the search. And my computer is of course being slow because, you know, that's the way things go here. So I'm gonna put like 30 here, and then I'm gonna add in Astilbe again here too to this recipe for the centerpiece. And so you can kind of see like on the bottom, guys, how it's calculating the total stems, which is amazing. blush.
Ivana, I'd like to point out the notes section too. I think this is a really powerful section in which customers can utilize notes for themselves, whether or not they want to communicate to remind themselves that there was a particular ribbon that they needed to incorporate, or if they needed to talk to their staff in regards to, hey, whatever note you wanted to put in there. The other notes that you can utilize also is to communicate to us, your wholesaler, saying, look, this is like ultimately like what my first choice is, but I'm really just looking for the texture and color. You can download your inspiration photos to this page as well to share with us what your vision of the inspiration is. So the notes section is definitely something we would love to see you guys use so that we can kind of be looking through the eyes of you and your customer.
Yep. So I typed in kind of while you were talking all the different note sections, because there's like a big comment section at the top. Then there's notes for each individual item. And then as Charity mentioned here, like you scroll down to the bottom where you put in your information and then you can upload your inspiration pictures. And as you can see, I have lots of pictures like of dried stuff that I was taking at home. Yeah, so I love this this tool. I just think, again, it's just something that just another item that you can use on our website to help you and your business.
I agree, Yvonne. Thank you so much. And real quick, while we're talking about those product planners and the flower library, let's show our users about when they're logged in, how they can actually access copies of that. So in the product planner, one of the things that I share with the customers is, look, if you take the time to go ahead and fill that information out, we get you back the pricing, we confirm the order, we pack it up, you pick it up, we ship it out, whatever logistics makes sense for your business. And then you go back to that and you've got your design team ready to start putting things into action. You can simply print that out from the website and tape it across all the design tables for all your designers to copy that particular recipe. And in addition to that, if you felt like, down the line, I'd like to really remember what I bought for that orangey, corally, pops of baby blue event, you can always jump back in there. It says 5 years of history in your login section. So it's really nice to be able to go back and reference that. Yeah,
so to find that, guys, you'll see on the top right, you'll see my name, Yvonne, and then you can go to Product Planner and you'll see all the different product planners. You can see I haven't technically submitted any, so I don't have anything great to show you there, so sorry. But that's like in the same, like it's all the tabs with the wish list, Product Planner, any quotes that you have sent. And then did you want to talk a little bit about the invoice history too? That's right there.
This is kind of fun, and it was really exciting for us when we first launched it. The invoice history is really nice because oftentimes you receive your box and maybe there's not an invoice in it. You can simply jump in here and access 5 years of invoice history as well. The other thing that we just added in is credit invoice history is a tool too. So if you had, unfortunately, a flower that had perished, you've communicated that to your sales rep, you've sent us photos of the issue and gave us an opportunity to rectify the situation, you'll be able to go in there and see any invoice credit history as well. So this is very friendly for your CPAs at the end of the year, your bookkeepers, just really being able to stay organized in whether or not invoices or credits have been processed.
Yes, I love this. So just when you are registered with Mayesh, and if you are a new customer, just go ahead and click on your accounts and just get to know all of these different areas, because they're, again, just really useful tools for you and your biz.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
All right. So also the fun thing about Mayesh.com and shopping online is promotions. So we don't do a ton of promotions, but if we do have a coupon code, it is for your online purchases, which is really cool and fun and exciting. Do you want to talk a little bit about that too, Charity?
About our current coupon code that we have?
No, because we don't have a current coupon, but just how it works.
So when I think I understand what you're saying. Sorry, Yvonne. When you're going into the system to actually place an order,
yep.
Maybe we'll show our users when we go into the buying tools of direct box lot, and when we're going to put something in our cart, we can actually go to the checkout section. We'll show them where you put your promo codes in. It's really important to ensure that you are utilizing your promo codes when they come out. So always keep an eye out on your emails. Yvonne does a fabulous job when we have new promotions. She's constantly getting it out to all of our customers via social media, email, and we also empower our sales reps in our locations to share that information with you too. So
Yes.
We really enjoy putting that encouragement out there for people to get a little discount and enjoy the process of receiving some of the freshest flowers under the umbrella of flowers sourced from all over the world. So the other promo that we have going on right now, and Yvonne, I know we had discussed this a little bit. I'm not sure at what point of the show you wanted to mention it, but we have a giveaway going on right now too. We're pretty passionate about our Mayesh merch, and we're encouraging customers to get involved with our e-commerce experience and entering you into a raffle for a giveaway for Mayesh merchandise. So
yes.
Keeping it fun and exciting all the time.
Yeah, so fun. And guys, so when you shop online this month, for the whole entire month, you get one entry for each order that you place. So it's very easy. You don't have to do anything special. You literally just have to shop online, guys. And if you spend $1,000 or more online, then you will also get entered in a chance to win a $200 Amazon gift card. So up on the blog is all the details. I also have it all over social media. It's on the page right now for you guys. So yeah, just check it out. Super easy. And just another fun way and another incentive to just try out shopping if you haven't already. It's super easy, super fun. I love it. I'm having fun with my ends of it too. So just check it out. And that's all I really wanted to say about that. Do you have any? Oh, I did while Charity was talking to you guys. I hope that you saw, like, when you go into your cart and you go to checkout and you click the checkout button, right? There's have a coupon, and then there is the field, and then you click apply coupon, and then it'll be applied to your cart. So again, yeah, just stay tuned, get registered. If you aren't a customer already and you haven't registered, you won't be getting any kind of our pricing emails or like the coupon emails, that type of thing. You have to be a registered customer, an approved customer, to be able to take part in that piece. So yeah, it's registering is easy. We talked about that earlier in the show, so I won't talk about it now. But once you are registered, then you are assigned to a branch and marked approved, and then that's how you get into the funnel to receive those types of emails. So I highly suggest that you do that. Okay, so we're towards the end of the show, Charity. So I really wanted to ask you to talk about what we're testing now. I know we have some really exciting things happening.
Yes, no, I just smiled ear to ear.
Yes.
So right now we are currently testing. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. So right now we are currently testing something called Live and Local. This is something we've been working on for quite some time, and we are testing it currently in 3 of our branches. Mayesh Houston, we're also testing it in Miami, and we're also testing it in Cleveland. And what this Live and Local program does is it's going to bring you the e-commerce experience of being able to see exactly what is in our inventory on hand. I do want to be clear that Mayesh Miami doesn't currently have fresh inventory on hand since the effects of COVID-19. So we've partnered with that branch to bring their customers the availability through Houston. And it's been a great experience. We are, again, testing it. And we've had quite a few handfuls of customers that have gotten engaged. And some of the feedback that they have said is how wonderful it is to be able to go in and shop when your sales rep has left for the day. So it is a 24/7 program. And again, it takes you into our availability here in Houston and in Charlotte to show you exactly what we have on hand. And you don't have to purchase by the case. You can purchase by the bunch. And it's next day delivery, and even in some cases, same day delivery. We also are offering here in Houston overnight carriers like FedEx, Southwest, and all kinds of ways to just really engage with our customers. So we expect to be in the test site here for a little while, working out any kinks that we may run into. But overall, the experience has been fabulous. And I'm so honored to represent a company that puts the customers first, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're trying to build in the convenience of customers' needs. You know, I was at Texas State Floral Association last year, and I had the honor of being on a panel of wholesalers, and I was in the sea of retailers and event companies, and they opened up for them to ask the wholesalers any questions. And one of the things somebody stood up and said is, why are wholesale hours so different than what retail hours are? And this right here, Live and Local, is definitely that solution.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm so excited about Live and Local, Charity. I think this is such a great program, and I'm hoping this testing goes really well and people get excited about it. We're hoping, just so you guys know, to add a form to the website if you aren't in Houston or Charlotte or Miami, that you have a way to kind of raise your hand and say, I'm interested in this, and so that way we can kind of track that too. So look for that soon, just so we can kind of see where the interest is. And, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do. I think there's a lot of logistics on the back end. It sounds easy, but you guys know fresh flowers equals never as easy as anyone thinks. So just bear that in mind. And another reason why we have to do a really good job in testing this and figuring it out for everyone.
The inventory control is always the fun part of it, right?
Yes.
Selling and buying and engaging with customers is the exciting part, but definitely the inventory control is where we're utilizing the test sites to make sure that we have people in place that can accurately, you know, ensure that the inventory online is accurate and is good quality and going to be in the favor of the customer for sure.
Exactly. I do have people asking about the view. It says, is it different than it's Penny. Hi, Penny again. Is it different than laptop view? Great way to place orders quickly. I know that they're working on the mobile experience. Charity, do you know where we are on that?
So I know that we currently don't have an app, but that you can access the buying tools on your mobile devices just via the regular internet access that your smartphones would give you.
Yeah.
But we have heard the demand and the need for an app, and that is definitely on our project list. We're not quite there yet, but you can use your smart devices like your laptops and your mobile phones that can access the internet to be able to see the inventories.
Yeah, I do know that, Penny, right now, honestly, the best view is using a laptop or computer. They are still working out the kind of the dynamic movement of the screen. It is a mobile responsive site, but not everything always is coming out like the best way. So it is on towards the top of their list to be working on. And hopefully we'll get an update on that soon. But I can guarantee you, as soon as that's all worked out and figured out, I will be on here with Charity talking to you guys about that.
Yeah.
Lynn says, can I now save my order to work on in the product planner?
So once you place a product planner, it does automatically save. Where you really start engaging with your sales rep is once you need to start editing your product planner. We have gotten that question before as to if we can edit our quotes or our product planners. That is on the list of us to engage and have that availability to you. We're not quite there yet. But if you do a product planner, it will save in the system, and then you communicate with your sales rep any changes or modifications. They update the invoice on our end, and we'll resend you a copy.
Right. Very good. Penny asks, for the product planner, does it also calculate hard products, containers, tape, wire, Oasis, etc.? And not right now, Penny, but that is something to bring to the table. I don't know. Has anyone ever asked that question before? That honestly hasn't passed through my brain.
I think it's a unique question because, right, you want all of your floral needs and event needs all in one space. But right now, I really feel like, several of our branches, we do have a few locations that carry hard goods, but not all locations of Mayesh are in the hard goods business. And so we're really focusing on the fresh cut flower experience. And, I love your feedback, and we can always identify for the branches that do carry that inventory if that's something that they can view online as well.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet, though.
Not quite.
There's a lot of SKUs in hard goods.
Oh my goodness, yes, so many. That's like a whole nother beast.
Yeah, but we would definitely, appreciate that feedback and see what we can do for you. I know our Detroit branch carries a really nice inventory of hard goods, and so maybe that could be something that we could utilize for that branch. But we'll definitely cross that bridge with our e-commerce team and give you some follow-up.
I love it. Love it. So good, guys. Lots of great questions. Thank you, everyone. And I think that's a wrap, not unless you have anything else that you wanted to talk about real quick, Charity.
So Yvonne, I know that we kind of got started off on a technical difficulty foot here, but if we can take our viewers real quick into the Mayesh Direct's box lots. Again, I'm not able to view your screen, but this availability here is our product availability sold by the case quantities, and it's through our Miami branch. And this product mostly comes from South America. And so you're going to find the shopping experience to go in here. You can pre-book it a week out. And I'd love to just really quick show our viewers on how to navigate this system. One of the things that we really tried to do was make the systems uniform between our flower library, our Live and Local and test site program, and then of course the direct box lots. So once you become comfortable with utilizing the e-commerce experience, everything's going to be very familiar to you. But in this particular section here, this is going to show you exactly what is in our inventory in Miami available for next week. Once your location receives trucks, you can go straight in and buy from this program here. Yvonne, let's talk a little bit about your first item here should be Austromary. And if you click over that star, if you hover over that star, we're working with our farms to better give us an idea of what products are actually in the assorted boxes. It's not going to be a perfect science because some farms have different ways of communicating to us, but when you do see that yellow star, you're going to be able to hover over and see exactly what that assortment contains in the box of flowers.
Yes, I love that star. That's like one of my favorite things right now. And I mentioned it earlier, but I don't know if it was when people could hear us or not. So I'm glad we're going over it again.
So let's take a customer through another trick and tip of the direct box lots. If you go into the box of sort by, there's a lot of people I find that are weekly users that don't even know this exists. So I'm thankful to have the opportunity in a broader audience to mention this. If you click sort by and you select the third item down, which is price unit ascending, what that's going to do is that's going to filter your inventory by the least expensive product first. So if you're shopping on a budget, that availability is definitely, that opportunity is there to go ahead and search by the least expensive first. I know when I do my online shopping with grocery stores, I really love that function because I can go in and see, what category I'm looking for in the least expensive first. So that just pulled that up for you.
Yeah, perfect.
And then now let's assume that we have an event for next week, and we want to know what the least expensive flowers are in a certain color that our event is for next week. So again, if we go ahead and just click the first 4 color bubbles on the page, that's then going to take you into all the flowers that are available in the color palette you're looking for, representing the least expensive price first. So of course, all of our, budget-friendly and cheerful flowers are going to come up first, such as our carnations and things like that. But as you continue to scroll down, you'll be able to get into more availability if you wanted to shop price first. Okay.
Awesome.
Now the next thing is, at any point in time, let's go ahead and go back to and sort by. Go ahead and pull our filter back up to A to Z. And so now we see our mega menu. Let's unselect all of our colors, Yvonne.
Yep, I reset.
Okay, and now you're seeing our entire mega menu of all of our availability through our Miami branch.
Yep.
Okay.
222 products today.
Okay, let's go ahead and put an item in our shopping cart, Yvonne. So if you'll go ahead and select that first item, and you do have to order by the case quantity. This is a farm direct program, so you're reaping the benefit of the lower cost, encouraging you to buy by the case quantity. And we can go ahead and put one item in our cart, order by the box. If it says it's a pack of 150 stems, you're not going to put 150. You'll just go ahead and put how many boxes that you want. You cannot exceed the amount of boxes we have in inventory because it's a live inventory. So So if we were advertising 4 boxes and you needed 5, you'd go ahead and purchase the 4 boxes and then contact your sales rep directly for the balance of the quantity of flowers that you need. And that pricing would be regular market pricing. Okay. Now, Yvonne, I'm not sure where you are. Can you tell me where you are?
I've added a bunch of things to my cart, so I've got like 4 things in there now.
Okay. So now we can go back and we can review our cart. And by reviewing our cart, this is where Yvonne was talking about the time counter. We have a time clock on here encouraging you to finish your transaction within 1 hour. And the reason for that is we found that a lot of our florist friends are really busy. They would sit down to the computer and really start to purchase flowers and put, 15, 20 items in their cart and get distracted and walk away. Because it is a live inventory, we want to give everybody the same opportunity, so it will reset and empty your cart within 1 hour if you don't finish your transaction. So keep an eye on that time counter, and if you get down to 5 minutes, go ahead and finish out your transaction. There is no penalty or extra charges to start a second order. Or you can simply take a note of all the items that you want, and then when you're done figuring out everything you need, you can go ahead and purchase everything at one time. Just keep in mind that this is a first come, first serve inventory. And so if you go back and it's taking you a little while to make the commitment to actually purchase that 1 box, somebody else can come in and buy it in the same time. So I find it to be a pretty exciting program. It's a little bit, early bird gets the worm. So
yes.
We always recommend that you get in there and get all the goodies, and you are containing in a live inventory.
And it is true, because when I send out my emails, I occasionally get replies saying, you sent out an email, but that product doesn't exist. And that's because it went that quickly. So if it's like an exciting thing, if it's new, if it's something popular or just something that everyone wants, you got to grab it while you can, because it'll go out of stock. Obviously, we try to bring in and keep on replenishing everything. But it's just the way it is. It's kind of like a game, like Charity said. It gets exciting.
Yeah, it definitely does. And so we can go in then and review our cart, and you can edit your cart from this screen. If there's an item that you find that you want to remove, you can go ahead and remove it. This also subtotals your purchase so that you can see exactly what your total for your flower order has come to. And in this section is where you would scroll down to input any promo codes that we're offering. So make sure it is your responsibility to input your promo codes. If you miss a promo code, it can be a little bit challenging to go back. So always try to put a little sticky note on your computer reminding you if there is an advertised promo code to be sure to use it in that box in the checkout section.
Yes.
Okay. So Yvonne, to prevent yourself from buying all those flowers delivered directly to your home, let's go ahead and remove them from your cart.
Doing that right now.
And then you can quickly just click shop, continue shopping, and it takes you back to our mega menu.
Perfect.
Pretty user friendly, huh, guys?
I think so. I love it. I see a couple of questions, or one question from Susan. She says, is there extra shipping on the direct box lots?
Susan, that's a great question. It really depends on where you're located. These prices are advertised to include your truck freight rates from Miami to your branch. So if you were, let's just pull a location out of our hat. If you were a Detroit customer and you were in here shopping, these are the prices that you're seeing delivered to your branch. If there's any additional delivery fees, whether or not you're 45 minutes outside of the branch and they run a Mayesh van to deliver flowers, there is that additional cost. But all the pricing that you see here is what we call branch pickup, meaning that it is delivered to your branch with all costs included.
Perfect.
If you're a FedEx customer or an air freight customer, if you have any other logistics, we will work out those details with you, and you'll be completely in the know of what any additional costs are. But keep in mind, if you're not within a local branch, there are additional costs that will occur as far as freight.
Perfect. I see another great question from Penny too. She says, can a Mayesh customer order for only events, or is there a minimum weekly/monthly order that they need to do?
Great question. We are here to help. I mean, there have been times where customers have just called and asked if I can ship them a box of Stephanotis. I can certainly do that. We can get you out of the jam you may be in. but it's not always the most cost-effective way. We always try to ask that just in general Mayesh experiences, if you're a freight customer, we ask that you try to focus your flower orders right around $300. That way we can ensure that we have nice full boxes and there's no shifting around in the transit process of getting flowers to your doorstep if you're not near a local branch. If you are in a local branch, you can walk in and buy one bunch of flower, and there are no minimums. As far as e-commerce, the only minimums that we have is the e-commerce direct box lot, one case. So you do have to buy the one box. In the test site of Live and Local, if you're here in the Houston area or in other test site locations, we will just work through any other logistics with you as far as minimum orders. But no, you can shop at your leisure. If you don't utilize your Mayesh account for 6 months, that's okay. We certainly want you to use it on a regular basis, but there are no penalties or anything like that if you have orders far and in between.
Good stuff. Wow. I think that's it, Charity, huh?
Yeah, I feel very excited, Yvonne. I'm so thrilled to be able to have the opportunities to do these shows with you and our customers out there and all of our fans, because Mayesh just constantly working so hard to stay on the forefront of the floral industry, and we're super passionate about what we do. So any questions you have, reach out to your local branch, reach out to your e-commerce branch. Tech questions, anything like that. If everybody wants to go ahead and grab their pen, I'll go ahead and give you my direct telephone number here for e-commerce support. It's 281-720-8093. Again, 281-720-8093. And we'll look forward to holding your hand if you need it, and really appreciate your business and time today.
Love it. Thank you so much, Charity, for joining me. And guys, that's a wrap on today's Mornings with Mayesh. Again, I'm so sorry about all the technical issues that we had in the very beginning, but once that, we got them all smoothed out, it was smooth sailing from there, right? So stay tuned for the next show. And I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm still working on it. I have a bunch of things in the works. I'm not sure if it's going to work out for next week or maybe the week after. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to shoot me an email, DM Mayesh, or use our contact form on our website. We are here with you guys. I know we're still getting through these tough times. Who knew it would be literally months and months later and we'd still kind of be we're all struggling to survive, but we're here with you guys. We want to be your partner through this whole entire thing. So if you need help with anything, just let us know. I wish you nothing but health for you and your loved ones, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.